Hello everyone, I'm very excited today because my Jeep Ham radio installation is finally complete. I waited for about a year and a half before I could complete this project because this is the Jeep Wrangler JLU and this is the 2018 and this is the brand new platform, okay, because the JK was on the market for about 10 years. And Jeeps are like Lego blocks, so you can buy all kind of aftermarket items to modify and personalize your Jeep. But for the new JLU, well, it started at the beginning with a few items, but then you will need to wait for companies to develop solution. So I didn't want to drill any holes into my Jeep, so that was important. So I would find the right product to do the complete installation into my Jeep without drilling. Okay, that was very, very important to me. So because of this, I shopped for months, okay, and I finally found all the mounting solution that I needed to do a great job, okay. So the first thing is I wanted to install two radio. I have one radio here, which is a President Lincoln 2 10 and 12 meter mobile ham radio transceiver that I already had, and I wanted to install it in the truck. But there's no detachable faceplate, so I needed a place where I can mount the radio and still see it without having in the way. So I found what they call the CB bar. This is made by Wayalife, which is a YouTube channel about Jeep, and they made this and they provide all the hardware so it fits your Jeep without drilling any holes. Okay, so it fits right there and everything is in place to put that on. Okay, it doesn't matter if you have the hard top or the soft top, it will fit anyway for both. Okay, so that's not an issue. So this is very, very good, very sturdy, very strong. Just watch out for your head. When I come into the Jeep, it happens a few times that I did bump my head on the radio, but maybe if your radio is smaller, that's not a problem. Mine is quite long, but it doesn't block the rearview mirror, so it works great. Okay, so that is very good. Since this radio is like similar to a CB, there is a speaker right under, so I have it close to my ear and I can hear it very well. It doesn't block the rear view mirror and everything is fine. Plus, on this side here, what I use the radio mount, and use some compatible screw, and I use the radio mount to mount my external speaker of my dual band radio, which is the radio is in the glove compartment. I'll show you that later on. So I have my speaker close to me and it fits perfectly. I also mounted the mic on side of the radio right there. Okay. The other radio is a VHF UHF Dual band for ham radio. Okay, 2 meters, 70 centimeter. And as this radio is an ICOM ID-5100, which is a very, very good radio, very popular. I like because there's a big screen. Some say it is too big to put into a mobile. I think no, okay? I really like a big screen like this, especially in a Jeep, okay? And I have two VFOs, and this radio can be programmed so the screen dim at night, so it doesn't bother me when I'm driving. So I really, really enjoy that. Also, the detachable faceplate. The radio comes with the metal mount here, and I bought this diamond fitting balls, you know, to go to the rail system that I have here that I will describe in a moment. And this is very, very strong, and this fits without drilling any hole as well. Okay, and then you go, hold on, oh, there you go. Okay, so this is very, very sturdy, doesn't shake while driving, and it doesn't block my screen here, my navigation screen or my entertainment screen. Doesn't block my ventilation, doesn't block anything, and nothing blocks the view of the radio, not even the steering while I'm driving. It's just great. Okay, and this solution is provided by 67 Design, okay, which is an American company which make that especially for the Jeep JLU. You just remove the rubber mat that there is originally there, you remove it and you just put this right there, and they use the manufacturer screw that already are in the dash, and you can put some more like I did, because you can still get another mat and hide this afterwards, but this will gonna stay there for forever in my Jeep anyway. So, and there is some metal ball. It's very, very good quality. This is carbon fiber arms, okay? And this is all metal. It's very, very sturdy, very strong, and it does provide many mounting systems. So I have the phone mount here. I also have the magnet mount, and in the beginning, I did mount the mic support from ICOM, which come with the radios. It's in metal, and I'm just put it on the mag mount and I have the mic holding there. So, but now I changed because I already had this plastic mount, which use two-sided 3M tapes. Okay, so this will free up some space so I can mount my telephone, my phone there, my cell phone. Even my wife can use it because this is a universal mount. I also have another ball here because I have a ball mount for my GoPro, but the problem is that I forgot to order the small arm to hold it. So this is on order, but this is going to be used to mount a GoPro camera as well on the same railing system. And this, if I look at my radio, I can still see the hood over it, so it doesn't block my view. And you know, this is very, very good. And you can see one wire here for the remote head, but it's all ended under the windshield. Okay. But other than that, there's not a lot of wire you can see into the truck. Okay. So that is very good. The radio itself, the body, it is mounted into the gloved compartment. Okay. Why? Because you know, we're in Canada, they use salt on the street in winter times, okay, to melt the ice, and it's very, you know, I don't want the radio to be, you know, exposed to anything slushy or whatever. Also, when I have the soft top, I can lock the radio into the glove compartment. Okay, so that is good, and hide this into the compartment here and lock it as well. But having the radio there, it's very useful because, you know, there's not a lot of room to mount a radio into this truck anyway. But the only problem is ventilation. So there is some room in the back for ventilation. But if I ever transmit a lot for a long time, I can still open the glove compartment and have it, you know, to bring some fresh air. So for now, it's not an issue. It's working well. So that is great. So that's about the setup into the Jeep. But under the hood, what I did is I passed two 10 AWG gauge wire for power, and I brought it right on this side here. There's a plug about 2-inch big, okay, plastic plug that I remove and I drill into it, pass the cable, put some silicone, use the power cable, put it into a tubing, protective tubing, 3/4 inch black tubing that goes directly to the battery as well. So everything is done. You know, I did a great job on that. And under the dash here, what I use is Anderson power pole connector. So for the both wires and for both radios, use the included power cable for both radio. Got it under there, okay, with Anderson power pole as well. And I also have the fuse compartment there for the radio, so it's accessible without, you know, removing everything under the dash. Everything is passed into trims. Okay, I use some plastic tool to remove the trims, to pass all the wires. Everything is hidden. There's not a lot of wire you can see. Great job. And for now, you see all this without drilling any holes. Okay, that was important. For the antenna, I have two antenna and I wanted to have two antenna mounts. The problem is there's not a lot of place to mount antennas on this Jeep. The roof here is either, you know, the soft top or the fiberglass top. And the hood and the doors, everything is aluminum, and the tailgate is magnesium, okay? So I wanted to have an antenna mount with the close to the tire rack. Finally, I found the rock hard 4x4 tire adjuster. What it does, actually, let's say you want to change the 32-inch tires, that's the stock tire I have on this truck, and you want to put a 38-inch tires and still want to use your brake light and have your reverse camera working. Well, you can buy these two plates that comes in, that you can install in between your tailgate and the tire rack, the original tire rack, and then you can lift it, okay, to give some room so it will clear the bumper and everything. What I wanted to have is two antenna mounts that were strong and that were, you know, give me some room to put some antenna. It was going to be a strong hole on the antenna, okay? So I bought this rack, not to lift the tower, even though at the minimum height, it's still rise it a little. but I wanted to have the 2 antenna support. And this rack comes with 2 antenna support, one for the CB antenna originally, and the other one is for probably a flagpole, okay? That is very popular among Jeeps enthusiasts. They have a CB, so they talk with each other, they go on the trail, and they have the flag to show their position, okay? But me, what I did is I put the CB antenna, or the 10-meter antenna, okay, it's the same antenna, it's trimmed for 10 meter, and I did put on the other side, I put the VHF UHF dual band antenna. I have two. One it's 38-inch long, which is the SBB-5 from Comet. The other one is SBB-2, which is 18-inch long. So I can remove the 10-meter antenna and have only the small one to go under where I work, one of my office. I can drive with the Jeep in the underground parking anyway and still use the 2-meter while on the way without going outside. But most of the time I have the 2 antenna out there, okay? So 10 meters and 2 meters, the 38 inches long, okay? So they're both about the same height, okay? And they are fixed on that rack. And I did pass a ground cable from a coax shield RJ213 that I remove and use it as a ground shield, and got it ground the rack, use some aux guard to make good conductivity into mechanical connection, and brought it into the body under the trim, and with a ring there that, you know, just grind the metal with some aux guard as well, so there's a good contact to the body. That's what I did to bring the ground, pass everything under behind the tailgate, got it in a tube, and got it all under the trim. That I use plastic tool so I didn't damage any trims. Everything's come in, and also both coax that I bought for the 2 antenna, they have removable ends, so they go into the trim very easily. So you can put back the PL259 connectors when you're done, when you arrive to the radio. The K40 CB antenna wire coax, okay, the gray one that you see on the video, it was too short, okay? It was about this too short, so I needed an adapter, but 10 meters not that bad. There's not a lot of loss on that band, so that's what I did, and I was able to hide everything under the trim anyway, so it turned out very, very well. So that is my Jeep Wrangler 2018 JLU setup. If you want more details about all the installation, that means more detail about the 67D rack, the tire rack in the back for the antenna support, or more detail about the CB bars, you will have all the details in about a week. I will post all the video details for each part of the installation. It took me about 3 days, you know, total to do that job. So that's it. Hope you enjoy. Please subscribe, and please do a like if you like this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I think it just looked great. I'm very, very, very happy in my setup. I think it worth the wait, and that's it. That's my new Jeep setup. On that, I'll say 73 and catch you some other time.